Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to Week 6 for Team Take'em. I'm your host, Jason P., and as always, Billy B. and Sean P. will be along in just a few minutes. First up, a quick recap of how we did last week. Billy B. bounced back, going 3-0-1. Sean P. had a good week as well, going 3-1, while I continued my downward spiral, going 1-3. This week, I'm looking to turn things around, but first, there is one thing I'd like to address and put behind us once and for all. Sean P. and myself got together this past weekend and talked out my grievances and the issues he had with me airing them out for the past few weeks on our show. I'm happy to say that cooler heads have finally prevailed, and in doing so, I'd like to apologize to you, the viewers. I've let the issues I had interfere with the picks I was making. I think there were a few times I was more focused on putting together a good product at the expense of giving good picks. Sean and I are now on the same page, and will work together to put forth a good quality show and some good quality picks. That said, for this week only, we're altering the format, and for a good reason. You see, it was 1 year ago today that I made my on-air debut as the third prognosticator on Team Take'em, and I have something special in store for that anniversary. So this week, Billy B. and Sean P. will alternate presenting their picks first, then I will follow with my 4 picks. Without any further delay, let's get to the picks.
What's up, guys? Billy B back with you for week number 6. I went 3-0-1 last week, and I look to build momentum for this week. I went 3-0-1 2 weeks ago and had a 1-3 week afterwards. Trying to avoid that. I want to have a back-to-back good weeks for the first time this season, and I plan to do that this week. So my first pick I'm going to give you is the Jacksonville Jaguars +6 against the Tennessee Titans. The Jaguars are playing a little bit better under Blake Bortles. The Titans may be starting Charlie Whitehurst. Jake Locker's still banged up, but he's getting closer to returning. But I don't think it matters who starts this week. I think the Jaguars are actually going to get their first win of the season against the Titans. But I'm going to take them with the +6 here. So Jacksonville Jaguars +6, take them.
Hello, sports fans. Sean P. here with you, back for Week 6 of the NFL season. Last week, Week 5, I went 3-1 with my picks and hit another lock of the week, bringing me to 4-1 on the season. All right, my first pick this week, I will stick to a team I've picked often this year, the Indianapolis Colts, who are giving 3 to the Houston Texans. Indianapolis has won the last 3 head-to-head against the spread and 4 of the last 5 head-to-head against the spread. Indy is 3-0 in its last 3 games, while Houston is 1-2. We have Andrew Luck battling Ryan Fitzpatrick, and it's weighted heavily in the favor of Andrew Luck. Colts -3 is the pick. Take them.
My next pick I'm going to give you is another underdog. I like the Dallas Cowboys +8 against the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks are coming off a Monday night game across the country in Washington. It's a short week. They're flying back across the country. They stayed in Washington an extra day, so it threw off their schedule. The Dallas Cowboys play a lot like the San Diego Chargers, who beat them earlier on offense. They run the ball very well, and they have a good passing attack. The Cowboys' defense is a little suspect. I don't know how many points they're going to give up against the Seahawks, who are playing a lot better on offense this year than they did last year. But I think the Dallas Cowboys can score some points on this Seattle Seahawks defense, and they're going to keep this game close. They might even win this game outright, but I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys +8. Take them.
My second pick this week is the Green Bay Packers -3 versus the Miami Dolphins. Green Bay has covered 2 of the last 3 head-to-head against the spread. Green Bay has won 2 games in a row, while the Dolphins have lost 2 of their last 3. Rodgers is a much better quarterback than Tannehill, and as I've mentioned before, quarterback play is very important, deciding who wins on Sundays and who loses. Take Rodgers and the Packers -3. Take them.
My next pick I'm going to give you is the Green Bay Packers -3 against the Miami Dolphins. Ever since Aaron Rodgers put out them 5 letters, RELAX, 2-0, and he's playing great football. He's throwing the ball over the yard. Eddie Lacy's getting his running game going. The defense is playing well. So I like the Green Bay Packers -3 to beat the Miami Dolphins. Take them.
For my third pick this week, we're going to do the Denver Broncos -8 versus the New York Jets, a pick that Matt Stueck also liked already on the NFL Prognosticators page. And I think a lot of people are going to like this pick this week. It almost seems too good to be true. Now, Denver has won 3 of the last 4 head-to-head against the spread and has only lost 1 game this season, which was a closely contested game against the defending Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks. The Jets, meanwhile, have went down in points scored the last 4 weeks, all losses, while culminating this week with a big 0 points scored, despite a quarterback change to Michael Vick during the game. Manning versus whichever quarterback starts this week for the Jets is a giant mismatch in favor of Manning and the Denver Broncos. Broncos -8. Take them.
All right, and for my lock of the week, I'm going to give you the Denver Broncos -8 against the New York Jets. The Jets are coming off a 31-0 loss to the Chargers, and the Broncos just put up 40 points against, I believe they were the number 1 ranked defense going into that game in the Arizona Cardinals. I don't see how the Jets defense is going to be able to stop the Broncos passing attack. Demaryius Thomas has got his game back, over 200 yards receiving last week. I think he'll have over 100, maybe 2 TDs again this week. Emmanuel Sanders has been a stud this year, and Ronnie Hillman produced a little of a burst after Monty Ball got hurt, so I think he'll have a big game as well. So I think the Broncos will win this game fairly easily. The line is a little low to me, so it's kind of I think Vegas might think this is a trap game for the Broncos, but with Peyton Manning studying the way he does, I don't see any game being a trap game for him. So I like the Denver Broncos -8, lock of the week. Take them.
Now for my lock of the week, I like the San Diego Superchargers, who are giving 7 points to the lowly Oakland Raiders. San Diego has covered 3 of the last 5 head-to-head against the spread, and since dropping their opening game this season to Arizona by 1, San Diego has ripped off 4 straight wins, including a big win over the defending Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks. San Diego is 5-0 this year against the spread, while Oakland has yet to win a game at all and is 2-2 against the spread. Rivers is playing as good as almost any quarterback in the league, and he will likely face Matt McGloin. Chargers -7, lock of the week. Take them. All right, that's going to do it for me, Sean P. I will see you guys next week, and remember, when life hands you lemons, take them.
Alright, it's time for the 1-year anniversary celebration, and what would a celebration be without a look back? You see, when I started here at Team Take'em, it was supposed to be just as a behind-the-scenes video editor. There was never the intention to have me be a part of the team on screen. But after not exactly setting the world on fire with their picks, you see at the time Sean's record was 9-10-1, while Billy B's record was an embarrassing 6-14, Sean P came to me with an idea for an experiment. And that was for me to give prognosticating a shot. What did I know about gambling on sports? Not a damn thing. But at that point, the thinking was, we couldn't get much worse. So Sean told me to pick 4 games and present them on air. At the time, I was editing in Sean's basement on his computer, so he had me set up my cell phone camera and record me taking my picks in his basement. The result? I went 4-0. From then on, I became a permanent fixture on the team, eventually moving out of his basement and into my own for my Halloween Spooktacular, where I presented my 4 picks in 4 separate costumes and going 3-1 in the process, eventually settling into the comfort of my own room and the setup you've grown accustomed to seeing behind me each week, and I upgraded from a cell phone camera to a Canon T3i. When I look back at the first video, sure, the quality that I now strive for wasn't there, but the winners sure were. And so now I present you with my current Week 6 picks, which in no coincidence are the same teams I picked randomly for my first Week 6 video 1 year ago. My first pick is the New York Giants +2.5 over the Philadelphia Eagles. Take 'em. My second pick is the Jacksonville Jaguars +6 over the Tennessee Titans. Take 'em. My third pick is the San Francisco 49ers -3.5 over the St. Louis Rams. Take 'em. And my lock of the week is the San Diego Chargers -7 over the Oakland Raiders. Take 'em. Alright, that'll do it for us this week. Through the ups and downs, and there have certainly been more ups than downs, I've enjoyed this past year here at Team Take'em, and I look forward to the rest of this season, especially my annual Halloween Spooktacular, and our Thanksgiving and Christmas specials as well. As always, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave your comments down below, and visit TeamTake'em.com. For Sean P. and Billy B., I'm Jason P. saying if you can't beat 'em, take 'em.